Your dress is good.
Thank you, sir.
What's your surname?
Naik, sir.
N.
Dungavat, Dungavat SivaKumar Naik, sir.
Okay, you haven't written it here. Only name. Okay, they have not given.
Yes, sir.
They are ensuring. Okay. Tell about yourself.
Sir, my name is SivaKumar. I was born and brought up in Sri Satya Sai district. I have done schooling from Government High School, Pengonda, and I have done undergraduation in Bachelor of Pharmacy from Balaji College of Pharmacy, Anantapuram. After that, I did my post-graduation from National Institute of Pharmaceutical Education and Research from Hyderabad. Currently, I am working as a pharmacist under Southern Railway, Chennai.
So,
Sir.
recently there is an incident in Zambia
Sir.
regarding spurious drug.
Yes, sir.
Have you heard about it? The Indian made spurious drug which killed 61 children.
Gambia, yes sir. Cough syrup. It is mixed with, adulterated with diethyl glycerol.
Oh.
It damaged the kidneys of the nearly 61 of the children in that.
Why do you think it has happened?
Sir, the first thing is that there was a not maintaining the quality in the production in that unit, and that whatever they mixed the chemical, it is the beyond the limited permitted quantity in that caused harm to the many children in that Gambia, sir. And lack of testing, because there was some issue that without proper testing they have released that batch for the export.
Then what government of India is doing?
Sir, government took strict action. It has first
To
went.
prevent that. Say before exporting,
Yes, sir.
that has to be tested for quality, right?
Yes, sir.
What the government of India is doing? What are the statutes or what are the organizations which looks after the quality control of the?
Sir, Central Drug Standard Control Organization and the drug controller of India, they have to ensure that whatever we are exporting, it has to be minimum quality should be maintained, and it should not harm to anyone, and it damages our reputation as a pharmacy of the world.
Yes. So what measures does India need to take from now onwards?
Sir, it has to strictly monitor the good manufacturing practice, either the companies are following or not, and ensure that the most of the batch should be tested before exporting. Otherwise, it damages our reputation. We have to ensure that proper manpower should be there to check, and there should not be any collusion between the manufacturer and the government servants.
So why India is called pharmacy of the world? Is it producing its pharmaceutical products completely on the Indian-based raw material?
No, sir. Mostly, nearly 70% of the active pharmaceutical ingredients it is importing from the other countries, especially depending on the China, sir. So, if any problem bilaterally between the China and India, it severely disrupts our import and supply chain management.
So, what are the organizations in which India is working to reduce this APIs dependence on China?
Sir, it is collaborating with various countries like Japan and Australia. It is developing the supply chain resilient initiatives so that we can divert our import from depending.
That is not regarding the APIs. Supply chain resilient initiative is not regarding the APIs. It's about the vaccines, oxygen, and some other things, but not APIs. So India is engaging in IPEF. Do you know what is IPEF?
Sorry, sir.
Indo-Pacific Economic Framework.
Yes, sir. I have.
So the potential APIs are available with the Indochina and others. So it is actively engaging with them, which has US as a player.
So Mr. SivaKumar,
sir,
you have come from Anantapur.
Yes, sir.
So Anantapur, even today, it is called as backward district. What was the reason?
Sir, Anantapur having the untapped potential, still not we have utilized that whatever available the mines and minerals fully we have not utilized, sir. We need to use that properly to develop our region.
That is solution. Sir is asking what is the reason behind backwardness. And most of the chief ministers come from Rayalaseema region.
Yes, sir. Sir, political willingness we need in the people to develop our region, and also in literacy wise we have to improve the education of the people to develop, and we need to create the employment. We have not created fully employment opportunities to our regions.
Historically, once upon a time,
Historical,
part of Nizam.
yes,
So when the
and
development-
factionism was also there in that area.
So what is the name of the place in Anantapur where you get diamonds?
It is Vajra Karur.
Vajrapukaru.
Vajra Karur.
So have you been to Vajrapukaru to get
No.
diamonds?
No, sir.
No.
No, sir.
This graduate pharmacy aptitude test, what is this test?
Sir, it is the entrance test for the undergraduate who has done the B pharmacy. If they wanted to enter into the M pharmacy in Central Institute, central government conducts these exams.
Okay. This NIPER,
Yes, sir.
NIPER Institute.
Yes, sir.
There is a report saying that the NIPER Institute is underperforming.
Yes, sir.
Means the research and development is not up to the mark. So whatever the pharmaceutical revolution is happening, it is happening because of the private companies in India. It's not because of government institutions.
Yes, sir.
Is it so or not?
Sir, it was up to some extent true, sir. But nowadays, the NIPER Hyderabad is engaging with various industries to collaborate and improve their products, whatever they are developing at the laboratory level. And there are some of the advanced technologies nowadays they are implementing to increase their research potential to reach the people who are need.
There is a scheme called as Bharatiya Jana Aushadhi Pariyojana.
Yes, sir.
What is it?
Sir, it is central government scheme under the Department of Pharmaceutical. It is making availability of the generic medicine to the all poor people at affordable.
But still we go to the private medical shop and we will buy the medicine. Why not we will not go for this?
Sir, the major reason is that lack of awareness among the people about the generic medicines. That they feel that the branded medicines works better than the generic medicine. But the truth is that generic and branded are both are same. Only the difference between the patent expired generic medicines can manufacture any company, but patented product can be developed only the company which has invented that product. So they create that market that it is works better than the other generic medicines.
See, pharmacists like you should become drugs inspector.
Yes, sir.
Because you have knowledge, you have specialist knowledge.
Yes.
You are more suitable for drugs inspector rather than a group 1 officer. What do you say?
Sir, it is my dream, childhood dream. My mother motivated me to go in civil services.
Then you have to prepare BA arts. Then why you need pharmacy?
Sir, it gave me better awareness about the people health and their whatever the problems they are facing in terms of health and education. I can learn better in this science stream.
So how this pharmacy will help as a group 1 officer?
Sir, I can look after the hospitals, the medical services, what government is providing to the people, and also the better healthcare development. I can work with the development of the pharmaceutical industries about their regulations and controlling and the whatever the facilities the government has to provide to them. That on that basis I can work.
కరోనా వ్యాక్సిన్స్ లో రీసెంట్ డెవలప్మెంట్స్ ఏమన్నా?
Sir, intranasal vaccine.
ఏంటి అది ఏ కంపెనీ డెవలప్ చేసి?
Sir, Bharat Biotech Incovac. It is
in collaboration with
collaboration.
నెక్స్ట్ ఇంకేమున్నాయి డెవలప్మెంట్స్? వ్యాక్సినేషన్
it collaborated with the government of India.
ICMR.
ఎంఆర్ఎన్ఏ వ్యాక్సిన్.
Yes, sir, mRNA vaccine.
అంటే ఇది ఎలా పనిచేస్తుంది mRNA వ్యాక్సిన్ అనేది?
Sir, mRNA vaccine, it directly produces the protein rather than the inducing. It directly, the mRNA enter into our body and it start the synthesizing the proteins which are needed for the elevating the antibodies level in our body, so that we can minimize the direct exposing to the protein part of the virus.
వ్యాక్సిన్స్ ఈ కరోనా వ్యాక్సిన్స్ వాడిన తర్వాత సబ్సిక్వెంట్ గా కొన్ని ఇష్యూస్ వస్తున్నాయని అంటున్నారు రీసెంట్ టైం.
Yes, sir.
ఇది నిజమేనా?
అవును సార్. సార్ ఇది ఏంటంటే వెనెవర్ వీ యూజ్ వ్యాక్సిన్ ఆర్ వెన్ వీ ఎక్స్పోజ్ టు ద కరోనా వైరస్ ఇన్ అవర్ లంగ్, దట్ బ్రాంకియల్ టిష్యూ ఇట్ గెట్ ఫిల్డ్ విత్ వాటర్ and our body, these lungs unable to supply the required amount of oxygen to our heart, and heart also get affected when we expose to the coronavirus. So in that, heart unable to work properly, sometimes it get inflamed when we expose to the coronavirus. So when we do the hard work and excess work, that time our body need the more oxygen. So in that time, these lungs and this heart unable to function and supply the required amount of oxygen. This causes the heart failure in most of the youngsters who does gym and
Is it proved? అంటే
సార్ ఐ హ్యావ్ సీన్ సమ్ ఆఫ్ ద రిపోర్ట్స్ జాన్ హాప్కిన్స్ మెడిసిన్ వాళ్ళు ఇది ఇచ్చారు సార్.
A minister of IT from state of Andhra Pradesh has died due to cardiac arrest, and there is
Yes, sir.
one of the allegations that he died because of the third dose of COVID vaccine. What do you say?
Yes, sir. Excess exposure also it causes, sir. కొన్నిసార్లు
సెల్ఫ్ కుకింగ్ కూడా హాబీ ఉంటుందా?
Yes, sir. Many people, as male, especially male people.
So what do you cook oftenly?
Sir, I cook morning some upma and pongal.
అందరూ చేస్తారు, కొత్తగా ఏం చేస్తారు?
కొత్తగా మోస్ట్లీ ఐ డూ దిస్ రాగి జావా అలాంటివి చేసుకుంటాను సార్. సజ్జలు రొట్టెలు.
So what is the staple food of Anantapur?
దిస్ రాగి ముద్ద సార్.
Ragi munda.
ఎస్ సార్.
ఇప్పుడు మణిపూర్ ఇష్యూ ఉంది కదా,
సార్ ఎస్
ట్రైబల్స్ వర్సెస్ నాన్ ట్రైబల్స్.
సార్ స్టార్ట్ అయింది అయితే నాన్ ట్రైబల్స్ని ట్రైబల్స్లో ఇంక్లూడ్ చేయాలని హైకోర్టు ఎప్పుడైతే మన మణిపూర్ స్టేట్ గవర్నమెంట్ని ఆర్డర్ చేసిందో అప్పటి నుంచి ట్రైబల్స్ స్టార్ట్ చేశారు సార్.
హైకోర్టు మణిపూర్ స్టేట్ గవర్నమెంట్ ఆర్డర్ చేసిందా?
లేదు సార్.
మరి ఏం చేసింది?
అడ్వైస్
ఏం అడ్వైస్ చేసింది?
టు ఇంక్లూడ్ మైట్రీస్ ఇన్ షెడ్యూల్ ట్రైబ్ లిస్ట్ టు రికమెండ్ ఇట్ టు ద సెంట్రల్ గవర్నమెంట్.
Who makes the list of scheduled tribes?
Sir, Ministry of Home Affairs. After that, it has to
And
get.
there is no role of Manipur in the state government, right?
Sir, but state has to first recommend to the central government, so that central government.
What is the
further-
criteria that a state considers to recommend
ఎనీ
a
కమ్యూనిటీ
community
SST?
ST?
Sir, backward region, and they are less civilized compared to other people, and mostly they are residing in the hilly areas, and lack of economic opportunities for them. These are the.
So I say that they are PVTs. What is?
Sir, PVTs are among the poorest of the poor in scheduled tribes, sir. They are still living in their primitive way of life. That's why we need the special protection and care for that people to bring out and keep along with other.
What are the PVTs is in Andhra Pradesh state?
Sir, Chenchus and
Are changes there in Andhra?
in Kurnool district.
Kurnool, okay.
Yes, sir. And
గవర్నమెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్
sir,
ట్రైబల్ వెల్ఫేర్ కోసం ఏం స్కీమ్స్ తీసుకుంటారు?
sir, loan supports for them to develop.
నవరత్నాలు చెప్పండి.
Sir, this is Raitu Bharosa and Arogyasri and Jagananna Cheyuta and Asara and Jalayagnam, prevention of alcohol, prohibition of alcohol, and pension Kanuka and Ammavadi.
ఎన్ఎస్ఎస్లో ఏమేమి యాక్టివిటీస్ చేసేవారు? ఎన్ఎస్ఎస్ మోటో ఏంది?
NSS motto, not me but you.
ఏమేమి ఇక్కడ ఏమైనా యాక్టివిటీస్ చేశారా మీరు?
సార్ నేను చదివింది తిరుపతిలో సార్, ఎస్వి జూనియర్ కాలేజ్. ఇది టీటీడీ ట్రస్ట్ రన్ చేస్తుంది కాలేజ్. సో మేము అక్కడ పైన తిరుమలకి వెళ్ళి ఎప్పుడైనా స్టాఫ్ షార్టేజ్ ఉంటే మమ్మల్ని పిలిచి అక్కడ పబ్లిక్ని కంట్రోల్ చేయడము, తర్వాత ఇంకా క్యాంటీన్స్లో ఏమైనా వాళ్ళని ఫుడ్ సర్వ్ చేయడము అలాంటివి చేసేవాళ్ళం సార్.
Why government of India is glorifying its capex, capital expenditure for railways?
Sir,
What is capital expenditure?
sir, to develop the permanent permanent infrastructure for further growth of the railways.
So with regard to railways,
Expansion of the network and manufacturing more trains and to connect with the remaining areas where it is not connected it, and development of the platforms, various platforms, and retrofitting and the modernization of the
which brings most of the revenue to the railways? Is it the cargo or the passenger?
cargo, sir, cargo traffic.
There is a term called as cross subsidization.
Yes, sir. Sir, cross subsidization is that whatever the revenue earned in the cargos, they are diverting to maintain the passenger trains. So that's why it is we are getting very loss in this passenger train compared to the cargos. That's why they are diverting to run it continuously.
Is Vande Bharat train and high speed railway corridor
Yes.
makes India a developed country?
Sir, it supports the growth of business, but it alone can't make that.
And why is government of India is projecting that as if it is
We are developed.
We wanted to develop by 2047. It is the one of the steps.
so where does this high speed railway corridor is being worked out?
Kerala, sir. Sorry, sir. From Mumbai to Ahmedabad.
Are you sure?
And sir, yes, sir.
Then what is the corridor which is there in Kerala, as you told?
Semi-high speed rail corridor.
What is it called?
I am unable to recollect another
I think
name.
it's Silver Line.
Good. Mr. SivaKumar, what is the historical significance of Penugonda?
Sir, it was the second capital city of Vijayanagara Empire.
What was the first capital?
It was Vijayanagara. They're near on the bank of Tungabhadra river.
What's the first capital of Vijayanagara Empire? Is it Vijayanagar or Hampi?
Hampi, sorry sir, Hampi.
Okay, second capital happened to be Penugonda.
Penugonda.
And one more question.
Sir.
What is the famous university in Anantapur?
The Sri Krishna Devaraya University. Sir.
Sure?
Yes, sir.
Pakka?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good.
Good.
Thank you, sir.